I stream daily, almost daily on twitch.tv/canister_mtg, so be sure to visit that if you would like to catch some of my live content. It seems like you keep this, right? Are you gonna shock? My head already hurts from the from the lens. Graveyard Trespasser good against Fable on the draw. I don't know if that's good enough. Rather have Spell Pierce. I don't think Trespasser is all that good against Fable in practice. Scar is pretty strong. 3-2 Death Toucher, Flash. People used to play Founding the Path in this deck. What's Founding the Path? Founding the third path, the Saga? Scales, alright. Wait, what? Did Walking Ballista get unbanned? Did I miss something? Let's play Swarm because I have Agadeem in my hand. C double is second this deck. I don't think C double seems like a particularly enticing Pioneer card. I miss Walking Ballista, ban Healer and bring it back, yeah. Walking Ballista would be a pretty useful card for mono green, for sure. I don't think they would play that main deck. But as a cardinal target, it would. I guess, like, I wonder if Ballista was legal, would people ever find the combo? Well, I mean, I guess I found the combo, so why wouldn't I? I mean, I guess I wouldn't because I'll just get a Ballista in that spot instead of playing around with stuff. Would get played main deck if the mirror got super popular, probably. I mean, you can play some Ballistas main deck. Would also maybe just doesn't work with Storm at all. Doesn't provide devotion, so it will be present in your terrible draws. Well, sure. I don't want to edit in response because then they'll make 4 Thopters. That's not good for me. My hand sucks, but not attacking Gobaka? Okay. You can Otawara. Otawara what? And when? Just generally speaking, or you mean in a specific spot? The hangar bug, yeah, I know. But I don't want to Sheoldred's Edict it. That much is true. So we can activate Mastermind to can activate Utah. Draw 2, opponent draws 1. Seems pretty good in this spot. I don't care about Ingenious Smith. This one I can go for the throat. All of the Shattered Spine. Okay. Anyone got a Shattered Spine in the chat? Good counter kill. I think we're gonna bounce the Walker. Bounce the Walker. Because flipping Gobakan seems like trouble. In the sky. I'm not doing a very good job this game of turning the Thieves Guild Enforcer on. Aerials in the Loch. Teething Wormlet. Okay. This doesn't seem very good. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control. Oh, this is the first time this ability has resolved. Put a counter. It's gonna grow. Those are gonna grow. Actually, it's a bit problematic. Maybe I counter this. I play the Hangar Boy. It's kind of okay. And they also live. Okay, they got me good, bro. I laughed at my opponent's deck, but I'm actually not laughing anymore. Why does it get 3 counters? Okay, because there are two effects that boost that, so it's 1+1+1, makes sense. They both attack with Invasion of Gobakan. We can attack them for a 6. Imagine top decking Cruise here. I have one Dig Through Time in my deck. But it would be not so good. I mean, it would be fine, but... Ay, caramba. If I can die to those guys on the next... Seize fought. So you make them sacrifice a monster, Thoughtseize Hangar Boy. It's not, I mean... Probably cast it. Let's stack the Hangar. It has to be 8 cards. I thought it's actually not 8 cards. I think I want to attack though, bring them to 5 and then this is gonna block. Maybe it's wrong. They can sacrifice this to not trade. I think damage is better. Then I can kill them. It's 8 on Rogue, 7 on Into the Story, yeah. Aren't you dead? Oh, caramba, yeah, I guess I am. Ozolef has the ability. Dead if opponent top decks an artifact? Well, they had an artifact in hand, so... I have to admit I have missed that. Yeah, top deck the ability, exactly. Right, my deck seemed deeply unimpressive this game. Now, this seems like a Lul Mage's Dominion matchup. It might be a Sheoldred matchup. It might be a Nighthawk Scavenger matchup. Blue-Black Rogues only good against Mono G. Wow. Rogue's bad has been called. Lost a match. We lost a game. Rogues called bad. Go for the throw. They did have they did have creatures you can hit. Sheoldred's Eric seems poor to have against Hangar Bros. Brazil seems okay. Jace, a Perfected Mind doesn't really seem all that viable here. Probably also Decent versus Red Black. Why would it be Decent versus Red Black? It seems like a Giga medium matchup and then they play Croxa. Spellpiece can hit their effects, but it's not super great. Zareth San seems kinda not great. The creatures that we return to the graveyard are not super. Kaito for some card advantage seems powerful. Stream a Thoughtseize. I'll keep the creatures. I kind of think we need to have some creatures to win. Well, this one is missing a Swamperino. Okay, that's a nice hand. I could put back Thoughtseize. I think Thoughtseizing is pretty good though. Put back a land, Swamp, Thoughtseize. Maybe put back the Guild Enforcer. Go Thought-Thief into Scavenger. Let's do that, I think. Thoughtseize seems like it can on the play can have a pretty good effect on their hand because they might keep a hand that's gonna be relying on a particular card pretty strongly. And we should get to 8 cards with the Soaring Thought-Thief at some point. Ooze is interesting. But I think we're just gonna take Scales because then they miss their 1-drop play and they don't have Scales. That seems like a pretty winning strat. Red Macaroni, Ken World in position number 4 of the queue. Nice song. They drew this. I don't know, from the cards I play, I don't feel like I'm playing a serious Pioneer deck so far. They play Ornithopter, wow. Chat, their deck has Ornithopter in it. That's crazy. Hangar Pro. Okay. But so what? I attack you for insane amounts of damages now, and what you gonna do about that? It's also funny how Nighthawk Scavenger's ability is granting the card lots of power, but then it also has Death Touch. Just to make sure. 5-3. Yeah, 5 power Death Touch is my favorite. So in this spot, activating Hive will be a downside as far as the cards in the graveyard being present. Let's push the Ooze because it can make my monster smaller. And we get to attack with Hive. Alright, this is a 3-3 now. This doesn't. Oh, they also the Ozolith. Damn, that's sick. Sick deck. I guess we're gonna Hive for damage. Incredible synergy. Exile Plains. I actually meant to click the brushland, but I misclicked. Weird land creature, okay. No Vlogovsky yet. Well, I returned 2 days ago. So I haven't even begun to work on it, and I'm not sure I will because I had low amounts of material and it's been a little bit poor, I think. So we'll see if Vlogovsky pod from this trip even exists. Maybe I'll make another video guide instead. Lazy bitch, damn. Not nice. Do you have a person follow you during the PD? That would be better. No, I don't have a slave. Shorts for YouTube. I don't think that they are great shorts, but maybe. I was hoping to see a random clip of Ginger dancing to use for transition between takes. It's a good idea. Ginger. Bros, this is like one of the more pathetic Pioneer games I ever played. What's your favorite place to get a donut? It's actually Lidl. Maybe it's like local bakeries, but it's actually the same donut. They have the same donuts there that they sell at Lidl. Favorite flavor? The more unnatural colors, the better. So, I know they have like blue donuts, and those donuts claim to be bubblegum flavor. That's the best for me. No, I mean blue is the like least food color, right? Somehow doesn't show up in nature too much. Blueberry. Well, is blueberry actually blue? Not really. Blueberry is actually white on the inside, and it's, I guess, kind of blue. Zero main deck dżdżownic. To jest dżdżownica. Jak karaluch bardziej wygląda Sheoldred. Dżdżownica. No, she's a cockroach, not a dżdżownica. Wow, Nighthawk is great. The fact that you won this is kind of worrisome for opponent's deck, yeah. That was a very feeble game from them. Probably should have 4 Thoughtseize because if they assemble their synergies, I'll die. Maybe on the draw I can cut a Kaito Shizuki. Seems like it's gonna be hard to stick. But yeah, blueberries are not really blue on the outside. What's the color of blueberries? I don't know. What color are blueberries? While blueberries are commonly referred to as blue, their actual color is deep purple. See? That's deep purple. The reason they appear blue is due to the unique way in which our eyes perceive color. What the fuck? That doesn't make what? That doesn't make sense. What other eyes have we tested for perceiving color? I mean, this photo is very blue, but that's not how blueberries look. Are blueberries red or purple? Nearly black when ripe. While those of white mulberry may be white, red, or deep purple. Crazy. I guess I'll keep, but I don't know if this hand goes places. Not blue, they just look blue, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have pretty unique color perception in that I don't see all the colors, so maybe they are blue and I am actually blue blind. Blue bold. What are we casting? Oh no, not the Stone Cold Serpent. How is my Soaring Thought-Thief ever supposed to work its way through that? Ozolive scavenging us. Let's take Ozolive. Just killed with Drown. Actually, you can't. Very beatable hand. Oh no, no. Not the Sanctuary. Sanctuary is actually terrible, but not here. Here it's the best card ever. Oh yeah, I'm for sure gonna draw 4 with my Into the Story real soon, huh? Just plug their 1/1s with what? Go for the throat with Fail Push, with Little Mage's Dominion, or with Drone the Loch? Which card is gonna do that? They have just one card who can tank this, yeah. Yeah, they're gonna draw lands. You can draw. The first card is okay. They just didn't. The Sanctuary didn't do anything. The second one is bad. I can seal one of the snakes, making them draw. Canister MTG taught me today to not listen to anyone who recommends me rogues. I mean, we still are like half a match in. I mean, it's probably actually good to steal it, I guess. Maybe it's not really good, but if we trade, that puts 2 cards in my opponent's graveyard. Into the Story is gonna be active, and Drowning is gonna be active soon. That's a decent card. Really missed. Oh lol, they just revealed 4 Shapeless Sanctuary. Okay. Okay, can we go by without targeting any creature ever? Oh, maybe. If we counter their next play, they miss on a play. They didn't make a land drop though. Shardrona deck on Twitter. Well, you have to post the link in here. Sure, whatever, I'm not countering this. I guess that makes it a free, huh? It's a bit of a problem. But we're gonna get there. List from a Barcelona player, okay. What's a Barcelona player? Just draw Sheoldred? Yeah, Sheoldred. I prefer Sheoldred the Apocalypse to Sheoldred, but Sheoldred will do too. Should have countered the Ornithopter. Honestly, probably. I don't know. I think countering the next play is gonna be nice, though.
He's a phenomenal control player.
4 years of amazing music and terrible gameplay.
Terrible gameplay. Oh, Gab Nassif. Actually, not untrue though. They should have blocked with Stone Cold. We have another Rogue Lord. They don't have 8 cards. I think I counter this because it grows. Also, post-combat artifact, nice. I don't know if I want to play the Petty Theft. It doesn't really matter. Alright, one more attack and they're gonna have enough cards in the graveyard. Did I play in the latest Pro Tour? I did. I went 8-8. 1 win away from requalification for Barcelona and an extra thing. No weź się, no. Mordo. How was Rakdos? It was fine. Was certainly better than the Battles deck. Did not require flying hurt, or did you shrug it off and say you'll get it next time? Well, I still have an opportunity in Athens, so I'm just gonna get there in Athens. Maybe let's try to go for a tempo angle. I mean, they have 20 life. Nice tempo. I can bounce the Smith. Try to champless draw 4. Well, I couldn't draw 4 this turn. Right. Does this deck have sweepers in the sideboard? I don't. Maybe should. Like, I forgot that people play like so much of this card. Alright, cards don't matter anymore. You have all the cards. Pioneer needs EE. I don't know. I think it's okay if different formats have different cards. You don't need sweepers, really, just a bunch of Sheoldreds. Yeah, more Sheoldred would be good for that. A Sheoldred here would just ignore this and kill them. Wow, no block with the Stone Call. Cringe. We got a Sheoldred with Drown next turn, so... A Sheoldred is not a rogue, yeah. A Fateful Absence. Oh, it's gonna be rough.
Phenomenal control player.
Merci pour le hammer guide.
Thank you for 22 months FLXX. I actually spent a good amount of time working on that hammer guide. Mostly because I barely know how to use Adobe, so I use it inefficiently. Why did I play Ornithopter though? I don't know what to do. Maybe bounce Smith? I mean, they only have 3 cards. It's not like their hand is super strong. Like, do I need to bounce anything? Is it better to play the Scavenger than Sheoldred, maybe? I'm just not sure. Because despite all of the card draw, they only have 3 cards in hand. So one of them is Patchwork Automaton, which we can counter. Maybe I can bounce the scale. That doesn't really do anything. That seems waste. I think we can chill. Do I have a side guard for Rakdos or Creativity? I don't know. It's probably better to play Enforcer and Scavenger. Scavenger is gonna stabilize more. Right, do I attack with the Soaring Thought-Thief? The 6-3. Have 30 cards in their deck. I guess if they draw this, we can like mill them more easily. 30 cards is so many that's unlikely. What's their attack? It's probably fine to attack. Also, they don't block with Stone Call, so should keep attacking. No Creativity Arc. Well, I do have a guide for Modern Creativity. It's dated and of a version that's ended up being clearly not the best, I think. This adds so much power and then it grows on cast, so we counter that. Let's see what's their hollow up. Ozolith. Well, that's a problem, I guess. How many lands left in their deck? Well, probably plenty. This guy's Death Touch. Okay.
He's a phenomenal control player.
3 by 12 plus 0 equals 36 Hyper Yawgmoth.
I keep on attacking, I guess. This game is gonna be a job for Sheoldred. How have we not died like 3 turns ago? Well, they didn't really have anything, so what were we supposed to die to 3 turns ago? Like, since 3 turns ago, they played plenty of stuff, so yeah. Thank you, Bamzing, for the supportage. It's very based. Invasion of go back and I mean, sure. I don't care. Your cat has a tail like a ring-tailed lemur. Yeah, it does look like a lemur a little bit. It does look like many animals. Also looks like a tiger. He perceives himself as a beast. How does invasion affect petty theft? I assume that if I petty theft, it's gonna cost 4. Looks like a cat too. Yeah, arguably. How big is that? 3-5 flyer. That sucks, actually. Oh, they attack go back and... I don't like that. Go back and go back where? Go back on. That's what the card says. Draw 4 here, gain infinite life. Oh, that's actually interesting. Okay, Faerie Mastermind, Sheoldred, kinda real. I mean, I guess Sheoldred against Shaped Sanctuary is also really good. I have not grasped that, but it's actually... She actually just owns the card. I've been getting into Yu-Gi-Oh! Would you ever touch the game ever? I played a little bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! It was not a great experience. I guess I can attack with Sheoldred, maybe. But I probably don't want to. Well, maybe I do. Attack, they'd like double block, double block. I probably don't want to attack with the Borrower. Probably attack with Sheoldred, because I want to deal damage to capitalize on the damage. Can go this plus Faerie. I can go this plus this. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I only have one card in hand. God, that's so pathetic. Smoke on the water. Smoke on the water. Smoke on the smoke on water. Smoke on the water. Row, 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 row. Oh no, it's an 8/8. Smoke on the water. I guess it was a terrible attack. With Sheoldred? No, because they're at 8 now. Play Utah first. Well, depends. What happens if you attack all? I don't think anything good. Is Celeste Counters actually solid at the moment? Celeste Counters. No. Utah draws us 2 cards, right? Yeah. I guess we just kill them if you activate this because they can deny the draw. So I should have just charm blocked, activated this. Would have been better. But they draw, so it's fine. Damn, I'm actually excited about Sheoldred for the first time in my life as a counter to the stupid Shaped Sanctuary because I think I dislike Shaped Sanctuary more than I dislike Sheoldred. It is a May, yeah, it is a May, but my opponents... See, they declined the second card. Sheoldred. Sheoldred in the sky. Oh, perfect. Damn, okay, that was actually kind of base. What happened here? Ram pam pam, ram pam param, ram pam para pam pam. And you mill too. This is gonna be a mulligan. This is gonna be a keep. Into the story looking, well, just looking. Down the Loch looking. I put back a land or into the story. I'm never casting it. But if I cast it, it's gonna be good, so. Let's put back land, I guess. I have one Otawara in my deck, but I can't beat this card and I can't beat this card. Oh no, a standard deck. Yeah, I can't beat the standard cards they play. This I can beat at some point. Are you getting a hammer tier list? That would be funny, yeah. Can't really beat Thoughtseize either with this hand. Maybe Utah can beat Bankbuster. Well, not really, they can just draw in my turn. You're about to concede your game to do inactivity. Wow, bros, I have a hard decision. Maybe if I take Thoughtseize and I draw aggressive cards, I can win. If I draw Soaring Thought-Thief, does that make sense? Is that a plan? Because if I take Bankbuster, like they still have the second grindy card and that still beats me. Let's take their Thoughtseize, yeah. And let's hope this Utah, I don't know, kills them. You discard Fable. Sure, but then you never win. Oh no, we actually can win because if they Thoughtseize me, I have 2 cards in my graveyard. They have 2 cards in the graveyard, so I can drown their Bankbuster. So that actually makes sense. Yes, I like assumed drown to be dead, but it wasn't actually dead. Wow. Think take Sheoldred now. Just gonna play Thoughtseize. They're just gonna play Fable. I don't need to take pre-damage. Maybe they're gonna loot with Fable. Maybe we're gonna get to draw. Take through time looking good. Wait, Bankbuster is the standard. Bankbuster is very popular. They misplayed the Ginger approved good card. Come on, loot 2 cards, please. No, choose not to use. Second Fable resolves. Should I drown the Shaman? Let's say I should. I play another Fable, then I deal 2 damage to them. Ginger basically defines stock red black nowadays, sure. At least he wishes to. Come on, draw the Bankbuster. B tier Duress mainboard. B tier Duress. Oh, nice. I guess. I probably should use it now. It's not really better to wait. It's pretty rough anyways, but I should have sorcery sped cast this. Your pool has 2 copies of sleep. Is that actually good? I don't know what to do with my cards because basically 4 mana time walk. It's not really a time walk, an overhand maybe. Oh no, they passed. I don't know. Bros, there's no good cards to take. Maybe I'll take 2 enforcers. It doesn't go anywhere. Maybe I can multi-spell if I do that. I'm not even sure if it's good for my opponent to make the copies. I guess it is okay. It's good, it's good. I never made day 2 of JGP. Sure. Ah, reflections. Yeah, I can't beat. I cannot beat that. I cannot beat that. I cannot. Oh, hi, Drown. Peak memes. Very timely memes, yeah. I'll just let my opponent do stuff. My cards don't stop them. Wow, you're not copying the copy? I guess it's better not to copy the copy. Alright, if you kill this, take 2. Do I think Reflection should be legendary? No? Why? It's a reflection. How many reflections of Pay do Caldo exist? Okay, I die to 10 damage now. Every time you look into the mirror, you can see that. Do you think Fable should be 2 colorless? What do you mean? Alright, let's go, Jace. Got any matchup you're in? Do they play Croxa? It's Clink, okay. Mean, I guess. Is Zareth San okay? Probably. Is Battle for Amonkhet good? Oh, let's go. Is Sheoldred okay? Yeah, let's go. Spell Pierce? I don't know. Thoughtseize? I don't know. Isn't the matchup good for Invasion? I've not claimed otherwise. I don't know what to board out. Clink looks bad here. I don't know. Clink hits Croxa, which I will not be able to beat otherwise. It feels like. Play 65, maybe it's 65. I'll cut the Addicts. They seemed kind of medium. I Thoughtseize. I push and I'll play 61. They're playing Mutavolt though. Are they playing Croxa? I guess that's a good question. Might be that they just don't play Croxa. Let's keep. C tier Thoughtseize, yeah. Alright, time to get my Mastermind stomped. So they have both a turn 2 and a turn 3 play covert. F, okay, push is fine, push is fine. I'll make the ninja. Kaito dig for time. No, but I'm attacking. He doesn't even loot. He just draws. I don't know. The drown. Mailing your opponent does not seem very consistent in this deck. Like, I don't know how you enable drown and all that jazz. So I guess Sheoldred sticks. Nice. Cool. Cool beans. Gonna cast dig for time. Maybe should be playing Windrobber. Nice cards. Probably gonna take Jace Invasion. Jace jeb za 18 i push. Jak za 18 jeb? Zareth enables push. This is a ninja, not a rogue. Let's take Invasion and Jace. Well, I mean, I guess I could Jace next. Yeah. I could Jace and mill them for 12. No, that's not enough. Okay, let's take those two. They seem fun. And then you're gonna die the second Sheoldred. This was probably a pretty bad card to take because I didn't even end up playing it. Nice lands. And with Zareth, I mean the Zareth San Ninja We have the Borrower, but like that's long term. So we're not in too bad of a spot because they have two Planeswalkers, but if they play Sheoldred, I'm actually gonna be a bit in an awkward spot again. Alright, Fable is fine. Push my ninja. No, not my ninja. Nice. Those Planeswalkers are so fun to play with. You collect them, things happen. You draw cards, cool beans. What's your favorite MTG card type? It's battles. But Planeswalker is a close second. Thoughts on Pioneer Humans? Not many. I think mono white is a bit shit if by humans you mean mono white. I don't care for it too much. Wow, power word kill, nice removal. We're at 18 cards, so you can draw 3 with Jace. Actually draw 3. This is insane. Soon Kaito Shizuki is going to let me search my deck for 3 blue or black creature cards. Or rather, will give me an emblem with whenever creature control deals combat damage to a player. Search library for a blue or black creature card. I'm gonna search for Sheoldred, then you're gonna flip that through scriptures. Oh, a big play. What's that? 4 mana? 5 mana? There's a Croxa in there. Oh shit. That explains a lot. Oh, yeah, they don't play Croxa, they have the Mutavault in play. Yeah, sure. For sure they don't. Do they exile Sheoldred? They exile Sheoldred. Now this is trash. They concede? Come on, what the heck, bro? I mean, I drew like a lot of cards, but the new Ob Nexus looks good for sacrifice. It looks interesting. I'm not entirely sure if it's good, but might be worth trying. Seem to have so much removal that my own Sheoldred seems pretty trash. Like maybe I want Lul Mages. Can't beat it, eh? Yeah. Alright, let's click yes, submit. Uzależnia parkiet. Chciałem gdzieś, ale coś tam na. Powabnie. Jak Michael. Perfect mana base, thanks. It's not too bad. Alright, quick pause in the stream. Back in 2 minutes.
He's a phenomenal control player.
A.
What happened to the inactivity timer? Why is it like 2 seconds?
He's a phenomenal control player.
Also, hers seems tough to beat. Is the timer is just shorter in early turns? Nixlas, thanks. Good bounce the hairs. Don't really like playing this because they will just have a removal. So likely. But a Jace is it's so bad to play Jace too. So maybe I do bounce the hairs. Then they don't have Sheoldred answers. At least I can make Sheoldred smaller. I mean, they can bone crash Jace the same. Alright, I guess we're gonna play Mastermind. I don't really have like alternative plays that are particularly good, and maybe if they don't have Stomp, it's just actually okay to play. Push is okay. Oh yeah, drown the Loch, dead card. If I play Jace, nothing good really happens to me. I think I get soloed by the Zers. Can Blue Sun Zenith target artifacts? Take control of artifacts? Is that something the card can do? Will they play 4 mana Sheoldred? They will. I mean, so I bounce this, play Jace, draw a card. Jace dies. Alright, Jace not proving himself too much. I mean, I can make the mill 15. Then my drown is at least live, I guess. I can kill a Sheoldred and I don't auto lose to that. Is that really the line? It might be. Maybe it's mill 12. So they still have to commit damage to Jace. But we know they will be able to because they go Sheoldred. Well, yeah, seems better. And this way I can top deck a draw 4 effect, and maybe that's gonna actually let me claw back. And maybe the game is gonna go for a bit longer, and then I can draw the second Jace, mill them for 15 again, and the game continues. Oh, they have a Croxa. Well. Whoops. Milling Croxa was bad, yeah. Yeah. We don't beat Croxa. Hey, we actually top decked the card. Their alternative play was Sheoldred, so we wouldn't really be able to draw 4 into Sheoldred either. But Croxa seems like a tough one. Croxa driving a little card is a fun thing to imagine. Yeah, it's like a clown with a very small car. I mean, this deck really... I think it's pretty clear to me that it does not do a good enough of a job at enabling drown. Oh, that spirit's not blue-eyed, okay. Jada. Blue Angels. What's that? Spirit Angels, yeah. Maybe they play Errant and Jada. Who knows? Another Jada. That's crazy. Yeah, you're right. Phoenix 1337. Could play Kaito here to start drawing, but honestly maybe I should Edict. Because they miss a land drop. Probably better to Edict. Play Nyctas. We mill 2 lands, so the chances that they will have 3 lands on top are so small. Right. Almost 0. Blue Angels are a propaganda military thing in the US. Damn. I didn't know. Do you think that's why my opponent built their deck, or
He's a
just
phenomenal
coincidental?
control player.
Oi bruv.
Oh, him, bro. Collected company says Band Angels. Now we're gonna play Kaito Shizuki. Duro. Thoughtseize, okay. But yeah, the Village Greg. I'm not entirely... I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm working on this deck. I am just playing it for a league, but it does not seem immensely impressive so far. In a way that excites me. They do play Errant and Jada. I mean, it's pretty okay card, I guess. Pretty massive rogues out there, okay. Sort of understandable. What's the best card in their hand? Probably it's the Apparition. Because the other cards, they don't play well from behind, we can ignore them. Nice mana base though. Nice Urborg. Alright, Cancer wins. I probably want Sheoldred. Probably don't want Zareth San. Probably want Lul Mages. Probably want Ray of Enfeeblement. Maybe Disputes, I guess. They play blue creatures for 3 mana. It's a good trade. Edict is whatever, but probably worth keeping. Spell Pierce just for company. I don't know, Dispute is probably not good. It's probably not good. A 2-1 flyer doesn't match up necessarily too well. Sheoldred is a ground creature. I probably want Scavenger. Is Mr. Crabbers actually needed? I think it might be. I'll board out Kaito Shizuki. I go -1 Thoughtseize, I guess, on a draw, and I'll submit. And now I will play some food. Play 61. Damn, I didn't know you're such a big fan of playing 61. What matchup is Sheoldred for? If you mean the 5-mana Sheoldred, I guess literally that's the name. Then it's for the grindy matchups. I guess I play the Thought-Thief. It's a bit stinky here. Is it possible to play Sultai Rogues with company? I don't think so. My deck currently has 15 creatures. 3 of them are 3-drops, so it seems very far removed from where this deck is right now. Rogues. Sultai Rogues with company. That's a wild idea. I mean, Rogues is not a creature deck. It's more of a spells deck than creatures deck. Or half and half. Bring to light Rogues. Yeah, Valky could be useful. Is it possible to play 5-color Rogues with Invasion of Alara? That is honestly more sane of a suggestion. There was one MPL weekend where Rogues were in standard and Channel Fireball, the team, broke it by having 3 or 4 Shark Typhoons in the sideboard of the Rogues deck and foregoing Lurus to sideboard it in for the grindy matchups. They thought it was super smart. Maybe it was. Although Lurus was pretty good, so I don't know. Wow, they block with this. Cool. Cool beans. I actually played Forum in the main deck, damn. My memory serves me badly then. I thought it happened during the one where I played Yorion. It went 111 or 210, was it? I don't remember. Either one of those scores. I wish I brought Rakdos or Gruul. I wish I brought Croxa instead of whatever I brought. Well, I don't think Croxa was legal back then. Yeah, I think Croxa hasn't existed yet, I guess. But I wish I could have brought her, regardless of that fact. His opponent playing the Aftermath Angel too. What's the angel?
Geisha prove.
I actually don't remember any Aftermath Angels. Kroxa was printed before Lurus. Wow, that's mind-blowing. But you're right. I probably lost to Kroxa midrange. Like, Rakdos was pretty decent in that standard, except that it didn't have cards that were good enough to actually tell you what you want to play, so people played lists that varied by lots of cards. There was a lot of variation between those lists. Oh yeah, nice Shaper Sanctuary. Yeah, no Harvester to guide it, no Fable. But more importantly, no Harvester. So Pure Evil, thank you very much for the sub.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Bros, I hacking enjoy chili con carne. Combi Papas, thank you for the sub. Wow, what a draw. Any thoughts on Nathan Steuer, next Kai Bude? I think he already surpassed Kai Bude 10 times, and I only say that to be unnecessarily disrespectful to Kai's legacy. The American attacker. Nice. The Germa Juggernaut. Kinda rude. Yeah. Maybe Kai Bude was the precursor Nathan. Maybe. But I have also made my stance on the tier list of my favorite Nathans clear. Thank you, Jacek. You don't even realize how much that means to me. Maybe he's busy trading Pepe coins, maybe. Tofu. How much would you buy a tofu coin for? Ale Kotsur, no? 3 cents. Good enough. I don't know if I should keep this because the rounds are actually not live. Oh no, red black, I can't win. Okay, hand makes sense now. I think we still Thoughtseize on turn 1. What a hand. What a hand that is. I don't know what to take. Very push. But the Tyrants of Standards are gonna deal lots of damage to me. Is there going to be a review of Aftermath? I have briefly gone over the cards today. Most of them tilted me by having commander texts, and I didn't really parse them. Maybe we Thoughtseize again. Let's Thoughtseize again. And Piercer top deck Fable. Is water a food? I don't think so. But you need to eat water to survive, so it's a good question. Whoa! Bro. Nice castle. They actually have a swamp, so it's actually nice. We are 70% food. 100% food. I guess.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Streamer man, did you get around to watching the clips on that PT Worse Moments thread?
Yeah, we did that one time. Not all of them were actually all that bad. I didn't get some of the ones that the OP posted to be cringe or claimed to be cringe or bad clips, but were just clips of people saying stuff. That was before I left for the PT. What about the guy that survived by perfecting air eating for decades? What's that story? I don't think I know it. You stare at the sun for energy. Back when I was a kid, I was going to church regularly. And they had the, how you call that? Różaniec. Rosary? In October, that's a thing in Poland. I don't know if it's like worldwide. And they had like special edition for kids, and kids came, and then the priest had a story that he was telling during the rosary, which you had to be at every single rosary because otherwise you'd miss parts of the story and it wouldn't make sense. So I don't have the entire story, just parts of it. And what am I supposed to do? I guess I'll push because for life is so few. Sermon, yeah. Sure, I think that's the word, yeah. And one of the stories was about a girl who heard that if you stare into the snow for too long, you're gonna go blind. And she was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna try. And then she stared and she went blind from staring. And that experience made her very religious. And like, there was like many stories about connected to that somehow, but I don't. I only remember the build up. I don't remember the conclusions or the punchlines. But yeah, like I think the idea was that like somebody more knowledgeable told her, no, don't stare into the snow, you go blind. She was like, no, fuck you, I'll stare all I want. Non-token creature, that's what you want to sacrifice. Permanently blind? Yeah, I think so. Good draw. Actually, no, because I can't drown plus dig. That's so bad. Yeah, pierdziele. What am I supposed to do against those? I can beat the dance. Okay. I don't think I need my graveyard for anything else, so... Ay, caramba, those cards are crap. They don't do anything. So into the story land, draw push. Is it Kaito land? Straw push, that sounds good. Well, if I don't draw a push, I'll just die stupidly, so maybe I can edict this, take the Manland head. Taking the Manland head is so bad. You can make them sacrifice the Manland. I guess if they activate Manland, you get to pow, kill two things. Okay, let's go Island. I don't know if Island or Swamp is better. Probably Swamp is slightly better. But I also have Brazil. Alright, I guess. Tricky beginning of combat activation. Black untapped for sure. This card does. Oh, well, I guess I'll die. I think with a draw Thoughtseize, Castle might have been a better way. That way Fable could have filtered. I have so few life points. I don't think they should. I think they should attack my life points directly. Yeah, keep your standard decks in standard, please. I can't beat them in Pioneer. Keep your standard to standard. Thoughts on standard? It's way too strong. Maybe I'll cut 2 drowns because they suck. We keep Pierce. Brazil is not so good, honestly. Edict is not so good. Pierce is, I don't know. I don't think it's so good. You couldn't beat them in standard either. That's why you didn't qualify for the next PT. That is not true. I went 6-4 in standard. I went 2-4 in limited. That was the reason. I'll keep all the creatures. I don't know. Maybe I should board down on some creatures. That's like also a plan. But let's train limited, bro. Oh, I've been training, but unsuccessfully. Your second deck seemed good. What was its problem? See, there's also an underlying assumption that you need to have some kind of a problem in your deck to go 0-3, but no, I just simply went 0-3. No problems. No problems with that. Although my deck didn't have great blockers, didn't have Preening Champions, didn't have Token Makers, so I had Convoke cards, but few ways to actually take advantage of them. Few ways to profitably block in the early game. So it was a little bit unsmooth. And the other issue was that the pod that I drafted at was just really strong. And everyone had strong cards at that pod. Like I opened a pack 2, I opened a pack with 3 or 4 rares, or like rare type cards. Invasion of Amonkhet, Ancient Imperiosaur, Breach the Multiverse, some like not terrible unit Multiverse Legend. Can we access the limited decklist now? It's on my Twitter. So yes, I barely lost the game. The matches that were very close. So come on, it's always the hairs. So yeah, of course your deck's power level depends on your pod's power level, and I think my pod was pretty high even for March of Machine draft. Or at least I, in huge part, lost to the 14-14 dinosaur that I had no outs to in my deck if I didn't counter it. And I lost to Breach the Multiverse in a otherwise close game that I was about to stabilize. You know, this type of stuff happened. Why didn't you pick any of those good cards? Because it was pack 2 and I was drafting blue-red, which might not seem like it from like the end state of my deck. I don't actually have that many red cards, so it's possible I was supposed to take something else. Although I went with the red card because it seemed to me like blue-red was open on this pod. Which I think was true. I got like a pick 5 Broodiclad later. And I was getting past Stoke the Flames late. And it didn't make much sense for me to pick any of the other cards, I thought. And I was passing like a bomb anyway, so I didn't like cutting was not really reasonable. So I took a Volcanic Spite over at those bombs. Chad, I'm workshopping a bit where I say Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are the best JRPGs ever made and refuse to admit I am wrong. Don't understand what a JRPG is. Any thoughts if it will sufficiently make both Zelda and J-Rock fans upset enough? Would you immediately want to correct me? No, I don't think so. Just asked my wife and she got really annoyed. Good. Well, I mean, I guess I can attack them. Life's an RPG. LRPG. Are LARPs an RPG? LARPing? Anyone LARPing? In the chat? Well, I guess LARP might even mean roleplay, actually. Live action roleplay, yeah. Is it live action roleplay? You can't glitch live though. Well, maybe. LARPing is hard mode because you roleplay as someone cringe. Why? What? In what way? Those creatures don't do anything against red-black. Drown doesn't do anything against red-black. We beat the 2 shitty creature decks at least, so Rogues clears that baseline of being functional enough to beat the cringe creature decks. Oh, well, some of those will enter tapped, I guess. Let's keep. Have I played the Neoform Atraxa deck again? Last time I played it, it was a prelim 2-3 weeks ago. Probably more like 3 weeks ago. I'm leading on the shores because one Hive is gonna be entering tapped anyway, so... Ooh. Sure. What if I had a push, bro? Well, then you would just die, but that's what you accept, I guess. Ja, poświęć sobie, Swora. Maybe I could play the blocker, but I think making them sacrifice it so they can remove the blocker with some bullshit is better. Kept a one lander, so I'll just win. Why do you respond? I guess I'll draw. I can discard a few cards from this end. Listening to some Freeze Corleone in Man of Days. I literally don't know the songster. It's just song request. Somebody in the chat likes Freeze Corleone. French rap. Well, I can hear that, yeah. You might play their third land and Queller. No reason to be sneaky, I think. LFG go! It was me, Zareth San, this entire time. No! Jeez. Opponent's timing is exquisite. Just generally speaking. Whoa, 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 whoa. The permanent card can take Curious Obsession. I thought it's just a creature, but you can steal anything with Zareth San. You can steal lots of funny stuff. But a 1/3 seems funny enough. How do we take Slip Out? Supreme Phantom? Let's take Supreme Phantom, I don't know. Plus with Kaito? I think I did, right? Yes, I did. Oh no, my Zareth San. Is San one of the Japanese honorifics? Is that what they're called? Zareth San. Omakaite da Zareth San. Would this archetype be modern playable? What would you change first? I don't think it would be. I've played against a rogues decks before in modern, so you can search for them, but I don't think it's particularly modern playable. They counter on Rattle Chains, sure. Zareth San. With Spell Shooter, Sprite, and Bitter Blossom. I think that's what the deck had, yeah. Hi, I'm new here. Is this stream good for learning magic or what? Spell Pierce a bit of a stinker. Thieves Guild Enforcer a bit of a stinker, but I guess it's a cheap creature that's gonna race with them. Zareth San doesn't seem very good in my deck. Maybe Cat Dig or one into the story. Let's cut one into the story, spar into Mausoleum Wanderer. And I don't know, Spell Pierce, Faerie Mastermind there. Well, it's like Kaito. I think more removal better than Mastermind. Mastermind doesn't block. Well, it's blocked by all the spirits. I mean, I guess against Curious Obsession it's fine. But I don't know. Keep this. We have a turn 1 removal in form of Ray of Enfeeblement, and then turn 2 and turn 3. I guess they're playing blue-white, so just kind of assume they're mono blue because they didn't play a single card that would indicate. They're gonna counter this, I'll cringe. Okay, they didn't. What happened to mono blue spirits, by the way? Well, it exists. It's a fringe deck. It's not often played, but some people do play it. It's just that sometimes people play blue-white too. But it's not clear to me what white cards they play. Probably Spellqueller, but I don't know if anything else. We didn't see any white cards, and most of their cards we've seen in their hand last game seem to be cards that you would play in all versions of blue-white. Invasion of Gobakan, that's interesting. I'd say 3-2. Errant and Jada, you think they play Errant and Jada? I mean, let them cast stuff, but those cards from the top of your library effects always play much worse than you'd like. They don't really help you when you get flooded. They always sound better than they are in practice. I have 2 mana, I could play the Nighthawk Scavenger. I probably would like to spend my mana efficiently if they get to draw extra cards than rough times. But I would intend to block if they let me. That way, next turn I can double spell. Which I can't if I cast a 2-drop spell here, so even though we play into a Lofty Denial pretty badly, I think it's better. Although, of course, double spelling with the Sheoldred's Edict might not even be particularly good, as they have the Mutable to protect the Rattle Chains, so Tarmoga should be pioneering. That's a crazy position to take. What makes you think it should be Pioneer legal? The only cards that should be Pioneer legal are those printed after Return to Ravnica, including Return to Ravnica. Give me Chain to the Rocks. That's actually legal. Okay. Chain to the Rocks. Oh no, not the Rattle Chains. I should have just made them sacrifice first. It doesn't make sense to wait. Oops. I guess if they want to trade, then I let them. I guess I can block with this to soak. Maybe they will trade. There's no way they trade. Okay, -2 damage. Sure. El hola porta blando. No attack with Mutavault. They might be quelling. I quell this, bro. No, 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 no. Oh, stopped paying costs, okay. Ha! That's good, they actually did try to quell this crazy stuff. Ha! What now? Quell this, push. Might die this game though. We might also not die. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Push. Dispute rather. Okay. I don't know. Should I go to 2 to keep up the dispute? I don't really want to, and this can reanimate the lifelinker, which would be really good. I don't know what to do exactly. Wait for them to attack, maybe. I could just play out my creatures and pass, and like I can't get. I don't know. I don't know, bros. I don't know. We can take a hit from one monster. Curious. How curious. Think that was planned? No attack. Curious Obsession, no attack. Obsession dies. Happens to the best of us. What question marks? Well, I probably just clicked through combat. I would be surprised if they actually intended not to attack with any creatures. Although, you never know. Maybe they were afraid that my Utah is gonna draw me a card. Maybe. I cast Curious Obsession, I pass through without attacks, I lose Curious Obsession, smiley face, yeah. Smiley face indeed. I'm not gonna attack with anyone, I don't care. I'm gonna draw on their turn with Utah. Draw 2, they draw 1. Stability is pretty cool on this card. Plays better than its reads, I think. I'm not sure if that's fair to say, but I guess I said that, so it's fair to say. Oh no, they attack now. Also, chat, check out the hammer guide that I posted to YouTube. It's relatively high quality, if I might say. And more of relatively high quality content will come to my YouTube channel in the future. My friend said it was good content, I believe them, good. Do you like the hammer video more than the Lotus video? I did spend more time on it, so it's receiving slightly more views per day so far than the Lotus video did, so I guess. This is a mana sink. Oh no. I'm actually gonna lose if they have Queller. Probably I'm gonna lose the dispute now too, which I didn't need to. Wedding announcement. So they also play Empyrean Eagle. Spell Queller. Wedding announcement. Wedding announcement is a bit odd in spirits. I'm not sure if it fits the non-flying monsters. Oh no, that's strong. Wait, that's not strong. Why do you attack? Opponent. Wow, so many cards milled. Opponent's trying to make rogues look better, and I respect that. They did try a little bit this game, yeah. Bag of Doritos. Opponent's a fan, yeah, a big fan. Just like the big fan from Minneapolis this weekend. That was such a big funness. Alright, we 3-2'd with rogues. Rakdos seemed really rough, but maybe a configuration that makes more sense can exist, but also Drown in the Loch did not really seem like a functional card against most opponents in most situations. And when my opponent played a Hearse, then it was just gravy. And by gravy I mean graveyard for me, as I was dying in that game twice when they played the Hearse. Two different opponents. Main deck Invasion of Amonkhet, question mark. I mean, maybe that's the enabler for ground you need, but this fact sounds like a tough matchup. I don't know if it does. Just drown them or clink them. Seems fine. Yazak, thank you very much for your Prime Gaming. Vintage Cube, not a fan of Zareth. Zareth is a meme card, he's not actually good. I wouldn't play it if not for entertainment value for myself. It's not an actual good card for sure. It's funny though.